Hey guys, what's up? This is T-Bones Tech, and in this video I'm going to show you guys the best web browser for iOS devices, and I've already compared this to about 5 or 6 other third-party web browsers, and this is going to be the best one out there. Now, since everyone has Safari, I'm going to be comparing it to Safari because it would take just too long to compare it to every other third-party application out there. First off, we are going to do a speed test. As you guys can see, there are no open applications right now, and I'm just going to do a speed test of opening these two applications up, and I'm going to first do Safari, and I have my stopwatch right here, so it's not 100% accurate. It'll work for this video, so I'm just going to try to tap on these at the exact same time, and it was less than a second, and Safari automatically opened it up, and you could just start typing in your URL. Now we're just going to try Puffin, and we are going to see how fast that one opens up. So we are just going to do it. 1, 2, 3. And as you guys can see, Puffin did take a little bit longer to load, but it also was trying to restore the tabs that I already opened. So Safari did win, but it also had a lot less to load. You basically have a white screen blank compared to having a nice looking background with tabs. When opening these applications, you can definitely tell there's a difference between the Puffin and Safari, and you guys can see that this is really dull and white, and then if you go over to Puffin, it's very bright, and you can customize your background by hitting settings. And I actually took this picture, and the watermark is just because I use this HDR software. If you guys want to check out the HDR software that I used, click the link in the description below. So Bookmarks is much better than Apple's Safari because you actually see the website right here, and it makes it kind of like a Windows 8 type of tile, and you guys can see Google and stuff like that, and it actually looks really nice. Here is the tab switcher where you can go in between different tabs, and it's really snappy and works really great, much better than Apple Safari in my opinion. But you're just going to go to just, I guess, Apple, Google search Apple, and open up that, and then go back to our tabs, and then as you guys can see, you can switch back and forth between these seamlessly, and it's much faster than it is on an iPad once you have multiple tabs running in the background. So I'm just going to go to my bookmarks on Safari, and you guys probably already know what this looks like, and it's very dull, and it's just a page, a book. It's just a book, and it has Apple in different websites, and going in between them just doesn't look as good. So here we have Bing, and then here, I guess they're both basically the same as speed. I said that one was faster, but when going into the different tabs, they're basically the exact same speed, and there's not that big of a difference. So next we are going to be doing a website load test or website speed test to see how fast these two applications perform, and as you guys can see, I have no applications open right here. So we're just going to go in Safari, get our stopwatch out just like this, and we're just going to paste apple.com, and then I'm going to try to hit go and the start button at the exact same time, and it's still loading, and there we go. Now it is completely loaded. So that took actually 6.54 seconds. It probably took more around 6 because my delayed reaction to hitting end. And I'm just going to open this up, and I'm going to clear Safari, so Safari it won't be running in the background. And now I'm going to open up Puffin. Now again, Safari does open up faster when just clicking on the icon than Puffin does. Now I'm just going to hit reset on the timer, and I'm going to redo the process as my iPhone falls. And I'm going to hit start and go at the exact same time. 1, 2, 3. And as you guys can see, it was much faster on the, as you guys can see, it was much faster on Puffin. Alright, so next we're just going to load up youtube.com. So we're just going to paste it in and hit go and start at the exact same time. And as you guys can see, it is very slow on the iPad. It took about 7.25 seconds. If you guys pause the video, you actually have a much better reading than I actually will. Now I'm just going to go into Puffin after we clear out Safari and see if Puffin loads faster. If you guys get the Puffin version for $3, the full version with all the features, it actually does support Flash video, and I'm going to demonstrate that when I'm on youtube.com. So I'm just going to hit these at the exact same time. Of course, again, And as you guys can see, we are completely loaded up, and the ad is actually running using Flash. So it does take more power to run Flash in the background. That's one of the reasons why iPhones and iPads don't have them. But I'm just going to go in a video right here. This one sounds good, and I'm just going to play it. And as you guys can see, it loads up perfectly fine on my iPad. The quality is uncompromised, and I'm just going to actually run it in 1080p. So as you guys can see, it runs perfectly fine. There's no lag. I'm going to get out of this video because I don't want to be copyrighted for it. But as you guys can see, it runs perfectly fine, and the Flash ad's running. Everything is working really snappy and well. Overall, using this application, you are not going to be disappointed. As you guys can see, things load up extremely fast, almost as fast as my MacBook does, which is really surprising. I'm going to just keep going into some YouTube channels like you would normally browsing, and things are just super snappy on here. I guess if you guys want to show that I'm not like editing anything or speeding up this footage, I am just going to have the timer on the side of my iPad right here running in the background the entire time, so you guys know that nothing is being faked right here. I'm not speeding up anything. So now I'm just going to keep going into different websites and just show you guys really how fast and how quick it loads. So alright, we're done with that. We're going to open up a new tab, and that new tab is going to be AOL.com, I guess, because that's the one that popped up, and I don't have a keyboard since this is in the way. Now I'm just going to scroll again and click on that. So as you guys can see, scrolling is really snappy, and it is really fast, and everything is just so much faster. It feels like you're using a full computer and not a tablet. Alright, so next I'm going to show you guys a feature that a lot of you will probably enjoy. Now this is called Mouse, and it's actually basically a trackpad. Basically, it mimics the Magic Trackpad that you would have on a MacBook. And what it does is it allows you to, let me turn my computer screen off right now. What it allows you to do is actually surf the web using a mouse. Now this mouse is a little bit too big. I think there's settings that you can make it a little bit smaller, but you can actually use search the web using a mouse like you would normally. Unfortunately, it does have this huge mouse, and the scrolling isn't the same. You actually have to move the web page. I would like the feature where you push with 2 fingers and you can scroll. Of course, this actually works out very well too. It's a little different. But if you do have someone who has a really hard time tapping because they have arthritis or something in their fingers, this will be a really nice thing because they can just scroll using their thumb, and what they can do is use this as a trackpad instead of trying to tap things and be inaccurate. And I know some people who have iPads who have a hard time being accurate with their pointing, but I think this will help them a lot more than just touching it in the iPad with the screen. It has a lot of cool features like that. I'm not going to go over all of them because you guys can just download this app, check it out for yourselves. It has a lot of cool features, but I'm not going to go over them because you guys can just download this app and check it out for yourselves. You have mail link, you have download, so as you guys probably know, you can't download anything from Safari. The closest thing you can do to downloading is opening it in another application. So I guess that is considered downloading, but it is a real pain in the neck, and it usually has to be a PDF to open up in iBooks or in something else. But of course in Puffin, you don't have to deal with that. So I'm just going to show you guys a couple of settings and then end this video. So here's a whole bunch of settings. You can turn Flash off if you guys want, so it'll be even faster when loading up websites. This can really help you guys out if you're at the airport and you're on the airport's website and they require you to use Flash or to have Flash installed on your computer and you're on an iPad and it doesn't. So I've had that problem and I'm trying to get from one gate to the next and it didn't work out that well. But I think that this will definitely help you guys out when you're trying to go to airport or use a website that does require Adobe Flash support, and it works perfectly fine and everything is much faster than it is in Safari. You can have add-ons also, and that is pretty cool. Unfortunately, you can't get like just Puffin extensions. It's not so much like extensions like you would think normally. Extensions like Java, you can't get Java in here. Unfortunately, that would be amazing if you could. And I'm just going to, so this is the list of different add-ons that you can have. I'm just going to cancel out of this. And of course you can keep opening up new tabs, and again the bookmarks is just so much better than it is in Safari, and you can customize these wherever you want, and you can add other bookmarks from websites that you use often. Of course my top most viewed websites are YouTube and Apple. That's all I got for you guys in this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Safari is a little bit more simplistic. That's how they try to make it appealing. Of course, Safari on the iOS 7 looks a little bit different, and in my opinion it looks much uglier, and I don't like it at all. I like this bright look of Puffin. This is $3 in the App Store if you guys want to check it out. You also can download Puffin Lite for free, and I think it has a 2-week trial of Flash to see if you guys like it or not. You can keep using the web browser forever. You just will lose your Flash support and a couple other features if you don't upgrade to the full version. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Peace out.